Hey everyone, I'm Steven and I'm a technical coach. I help software teams to be more reliable with AI. Little title correction for this, making AI coding agents build the thing right. The right thing is really debatable. So we're talking about guardrails, collaboration, and quality. So AI coding agents, they generate lots of code and there's a lot of cleanup, can lead to a lot of bottlenecks in the system. So I want to talk about workflow, taming the dragon workflow on how you can get more reliability from a coding agent. Coding agents are a lot like a dragon. They can burn down your city, aka your database. They can cause a lot of problems. They're really fast and powerful, but you can use that for good if you can tame them, which brings us to the 5 steps of taming the dragon. We're going to talk about ground rules, planning, managing your context window, test-driven development, and review, lots of review. So with ground rules, we're talking about, your Claude MD, Agent MD files. These are the kind of, what's quality look like to you? How do you want your coding agent to talk to you? Communication styles. This is your working agreement with your coding agent. And so some things that I have on here, to produce small functions and, be brief. And you can also ask your agent to help you write these. And now we have planning. So I spend a lot of time in planning. If I can spend more time planning, maybe even 20 to 30 minutes, then I can have the agent build the thing that I want to build. And how I do this is I start with clear acceptance criteria. Gherkin, I've been using my whole career, given when-then statements. If we can clarify the behavior that we want to add, we can turn those into tests and have clear outcomes and expectations of what we want our system to do. Another thing to try is reversing direction. Have the agent ask you questions. Have it interview you, get the details out of your brain, and you can also have it produce wireframes for UI, and then also make sure that you're telling why we're doing this, what problem are you solving. And also, you can ask your agent to give you lots of options. You can talk about the trade-offs and kind of get its knowledge to help you make the best decision. And once you finally have that plan, now it's your job to read every part of that plan. There's definitely something wrong in it, and it's your job to find it. And I even have another agent that I'll have review that plan, and then I usually get a better plan out of that. And third step, we want to look at our context window. If we using a model with maybe only 200,000 tokens or so, 50 to 60% of that, 100,000 tokens, that's when LLMs start to hallucinate, not follow your rules anymore, and then we are at a decision where we can extract that plan, a markdown file, and have another agent do it, or continue in the same session. Step 4, predictive TDD. I've been doing test-driven development my whole career, and now I teach coding agents how to do it. And I use predictive TDD. So TDD, test-driven development, you start with a failing test, so it read, and then you write just enough code to make that test pass, and then we refactor, improving the design. This helps us add functionality in an incremental way. Now, the TDD skill that I tell my agents to execute will have them predict whether the test will pass or fail. This makes it so they're very focused on what's happening. So if their prediction is wrong, they actually stop and say, what went wrong? And let's figure it out. Now, the refactoring, it does not do out of the box, even if you tell it to. So what I do for that is I use deterministic tools that have been around for a long time. Git hooks for a pre-commit hook to run linting. And finally, once we've implemented the code, we want to review it. We want to manually test that it works. We can get an agent to test that it works for UI stuff and other modals. And then we also want to review the code ourselves along the way and have agents review it. And so the takeaway here is break your problems down to small steps and collaborate with your agents, and that'll lead to predictable outcomes. And ultimately, you are responsible for what you ship. You can't blame Claude for your bad code or introducing bugs in your system. So thank you. I'll be around. I would love to talk to you if you're having problems with your coding agents. And this QR code is a bunch of resources. Most importantly, the slides to this and a lot of skills that I use publicly available.